Yes, welcome back to the second stanza of the program, The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name remains Nesine Kujimi, and I say with me in the studio, Comrade Ajayi Popola, popularly called African Pope. Yes, Pope, the topic we are going to look at this stanza of the program is the Bobrisky saga. You recollect that very dark man, or what's the name of that social media guy, released a video in which he played an audio tape of Bobrisky alleging that he paid 15 million naira to EFCC to strike off money laundering charges. He said from the audio, Bobrisky also said his godfather arranged for him to be imprisoned outside of the prison facility in a flat somewhere. And he also alleged that there was a conversation between him and Folani Falana, popularly called FAS, to facilitate a presidential pardon that he paid, or they were demanding to pay. He was to pay 10 million, or he has paid 10 million naira. And when I saw the video, I was very cautious because I felt scandalized by the allegations against EFCC, the allegations against Nigerian Prison Service, and Femi Falana SAN, knowing what he has, fought for. And I told everybody who cared to listen that, look, let us exercise caution. From this discussion, I suspect a lot of things that are amiss. And when Very Dark Man and Bobrisky were invited to the House of Representatives for a public hearing, Bobrisky didn't show up, but Very Dark Man, from the conversation that happened at the House of Assembly, at the House of Representatives, we got to know that one, Bobrisky was never domiciled outside the prisons. There are records to show that audio that Bobrisky was lying. Secondly, the issue about 15 million naira to EFCC, we cannot ascertain that. But one thing we know for free is that one thing we know for free is that it is not out of place for security or anti-graft agencies to drop charges and focus on those charges that they can get conviction on. So that one is not. That one is. Then the allegations against Folani Falana. While before they went to the House of Reps, Bobrisky had issued a statement disclaiming those audio and even threatening to sue the guy, Very Dark Man, for 1 billion naira. Only for Folani Falana to issue a statement that it was Bobrisky that called him that he needed 3 million to facilitate a special, for him to be allocated the VIP chalet within the prisons. And listening to Mr. Femi Falana SAN, I also heard him say when Idris Okuneye, that's Bobrisky, when he called the son, that the son asked him that, are you calling with the authority of the prison authorities? Are they the ones that allowed you to call? If you want to do these things, there are proper channels, because like we have always told our viewers, when people are imprisoned or when people are sent to correctional facilities, they are not sent there to go and die. They are sent there to be reformed, so that when they come back into the society, they will become a better citizen. Some persons have alleged that some prisoners buy their own food. If, as a prisoner, your medical records show that you cannot eat the food of the prison, the law allows you for food to be brought to you to pass through certain regulations. And even when you are in prison, if there is need for you to make contact, there are procedures that you pass for you to make phone calls. So when people assume, if you go to some persons were even saying when he came out, if you look at his skin, that the guy was looking fresh. I said, you want him to become emaciated and die and become skeleton? Our prisons is not a slaughterhouse.
No, it's correctional.
It's a correctional center.
Well, you see, the issue to me is that it's a thing it's a topic I don't even like discussing. Because to even start with, the Idris guy. So the level of moral decadence, that even, I don't know how someone, you were created a man, and suddenly you now decided to present yourself as a woman. What type of house did he come out from?
Somebody was, we had a guest here last week, and he told us that what Bobrisky is doing out there, that he dare not do it when he gets home. That even when the father had a birthday, when they had a birthday party for the father, that he came dressed like a man. That the father would have sent him out. Who is this? So it's the society.
So and that's what I'm saying, that the level of moral decadence in our society, and that is why some people today, they
are following in his footsteps.
Then some people are talking about same marriage and same-sex marriage and all of that.
It's un-African.
It's very, very un-African. It's uncultural. It has nothing to do with us. So I just look at the guy, what has become, and I sincerely believe that while he was in the correctional center, they ought to have gotten him psychiatrist, to check.
Maybe the time was too short. It was just 6 months, and that 6 months in prison calendar is no more than 4 months.
To check his
mental
state. I'm very sure the guy is not normal. He's not.
Well, I think we want to suggest at this level that the Nigerian state should look into the mental state of Idris Okuneye.
Yes.
We are very suspicious that his mental state need assessment to determine
whether,
because what he's doing, the way he's corrupting our society is the most painful for me.
It's very, very painful. Then even the audio, whatever,
yes,
rightly or wrongly, anybody, you see that the guy is a loose cannon. Anybody that can, go to the level of, discussing your private, this thing. Maybe he said he's a millionaire, he has money, he has this thing. Why must he be soliciting
for money from people?
From people again. Okay, let us even assume that you cannot access your own fund directly.
At that time.
You have alternative way without necessarily calling almost everybody on the street to solicit for money. Perhaps, I want to say that perhaps you want to use that method to continue to make money while in the correctional center.
You might be very correct, because I also have that. For me, when I had that, when I watched that video, that was the first that probably this guy was trying to extort people, those who are his friends.
Yes.
And also for me, I cannot imagine myself being a friend with that type of person. I would have cut off all communication. That you can't be doing this and be my friend. What will I tell my children? I can't do that.
You visit my house, how will I introduce you? I will
not tell my wife, this is the Bobrisky.
This is Bobrisky. Is he a man?
A man? Do you know that until he went to court, I never knew that the guy is still a man. Until the judge asked him, are you a man or a woman? He said, I'm a man.
Even the correctional center stuff, immediately the judgment was pronounced. I was wondering, where would they keep him?
No, the sex has been settled in court.
No.
Why do you say
We've just said that the guy, we are not sure whether his mental state is.
No, part of the.
If you keep him,
the president was also supposed to check his mental.
If you keep him in
the male sex,
and he happens to be a gay, what happens to other inmates?
I don't know about that.
So will you now say because he dressed a woman, you not take him to female? No. So I was wondering, where would they keep this guy? If on their own they decided that this is a special case, a case that they've never handled before,
that they want to put him in a special cell, apart from everybody. Maybe that's what happened.
Yes,
and that was why the guy was using that as an opportunity to tell people that he needed money to be put in a special cell.
So I want to sincerely, in fact, I even say kudos to the prison officers who thought that way. But where will you keep that kind of character? So,
well, we still wait for other developments on this matter, because we know Mr. Femi Falana SAN has promised to go to court to clear his name. And I'm sure that other happenings within that saga will be unfolded. But I can call for one thing. If it is established that Bobrisky lied, I think we must be made to face the full authority.
Sure.
We must not allow him to go.
Because
he has brought the image of Nigeria and those institutions.
Yes,
he has brought it to disrepute.
Whether EFCC, prison
service, because we have established that he was. Yes, we have established that he was in prison. Meanwhile, he said he was housed outside the prison.
So somewhere
and
special.
People started saying, "Oh, so it's the poor people." In fact, the very dark man.
Yes, and then said
that's why I'm very wary of that guy's videos, because I don't understand how you can be making allegations and substantiating it immediately without throwing it open so that people can say, is it true or not? Already you have passed judgment and you are now pretending.
Like the fellow said, he would not respect them again. And
you have already passed judgment.
Yes.
So don't come and tell us you are open to. No. We expect further development of this matter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you very much for staying tuned to the conversation. We have had a very fruitful conversation today. The conversation is open to sponsorship and other programs on TV 360. Please continue to watch the conversation every week of the month. Till we come your way again next time, please have a great day and bye-bye.